to the Realistic View channel. My name is Simon, and today I would like to discuss a topic that I've noticed affecting a lot of YouTubers, the demonetization situation. I'll share my perspective on how our other channel has been able to completely avoid the demonetization, and I'll also give you a little bit of context of how this situation started. If you're not interested in knowing the background information and just want to know the certain type of information that I provide, you can skip right here. Okay, so those who are still here, I'll provide the context to the situation. The Adpocalypse all started when PewDiePie, the largest content creator on the platform, was involved in a couple of controversies when a certain type of highly potential controversial joke went wrong, in combination with the Wall Street Journal reporter reporting that certain ads of large companies were played over controversial and sometimes what they considered hate-carrying content, and as a result, the largest companies backed out of the Google AdSense program and invested in more traditional media such as the newspaper outlets and the TV. To avoid that other larger companies left the AdSense program, Google started to really implement the rules that they already have in place for almost 2 years now to really kill down the type of potential controversy and negative advertisement-friendly content, which is why a lot of YouTubers now are just finding out that a lot of their content is demonetized. So it's not that YouTube is removing the fact that you're able to state your opinion. The only difference is that they aren't really going to monetize the fact that you're providing a controversial opinion, which is not strange to me because it's a business move. I understand it. So let's now talk about the advertisement-friendly rules so you can understand why certain type of content is demonetized. Now, let's talk about the types of content to avoid if you want to stay advertisement-friendly. The type of content that you need to avoid is controversial issues and sensitive events, meaning that everything and anything that one might find controversial or negative, such as talking about a difficult situation or even the person in question talking about overcoming a difficult situation, as well as documentaries about controversial issues, might lose advertisement, but only if it is in an educational sense, providing context to the situation and not showing the actual sensitive or controversial issue. It is then possible that you might be slightly demonetized with the yellow icon instead of the absolute green icon. The second type of content is the use of dangerous products or substance. In this case, it's about shedding a positive light on the use of dangerous products such as drugs or a potential use of a weapon, etc. YouTube makes an exception if it's a documentary about a set of dangerous elements, but it also has to be in an educational sense, of course. Next up, we have potential harmful or dangerous acts. This might be considered prank videos if they do not contain a warning or a potential disclaimer, making them already limited to age-restricted type of content, which lowers already their overall potential ad revenue that can be gained through such a video. Then we go over into hateful content. What is considered hateful content, which is the discrimination or disparages or humiliates an individual or group of people on base of their race, ethnicity, ethnic origin, nationality, religion, disability, age, veteran status, sexual orientation, gender identity, or other characteristics that is associated with systematic discrimination. Also, commentary channels, which actually talk about what is happening on YouTube, and if they are considered as well back to the controversial type of content. Controversial and also hateful due to flagging or reporting. Those types of channels and creators might also face a lot of limited ads or total demonetization due to their type of content. Next up is inappropriate language. This doesn't mean that it isn't possible to curse in your video, but in this case it means that the excessive use of profanity in your videos might lead to a potential limited disclaimer. However, YouTube does scan the overall audio used in your video, including the subtitles that they automatically always generate to provide to the content creator. So that is the reason why you might see a couple of your favorite YouTubers eventually censoring out every single little bit of profanity that they're using in their videos to avoid demonetizing. Next up is the inappropriate use of family entertainment characters. An example of a video that would be, in this case, advertisement unfriendly would be a parody of the Disney Channel where the character is experiencing extreme and excessive amount of violence. The next one is potentially demeaning or controversial content. Again, which could be considered inflammatory, which could be, in this case, a potential political video where people are stating their opinion, which can be considered inappropriate or even controversial, so it might lead to demonetization or overall limited ads. Next up is violence. Content with the main focus on the violent element is not considered advertisement unfriendly. They did take care that it's possible to post potential gameplay. However, if it's a montage about violence, it might not be considered advertisement friendly. Only if the video is educational in nature and does not display the actual violence as well as the display of the violence, it should be potentially possible to get it monetized fully. The difference, however, is if you're talking about a history channel, so you're explaining how, for example, the Second World War went, it might still be fully monetized because you're talking out of something, out of an educational sense. So, for example, my other channel is a fitness channel, but our focus was mainly on the providing of educational content. So we talk about what we're doing, we're providing the complete context through the SEO tools that I'm using, so I'm making the description correct, making use of the tags that I'm using, because I've seen on certain videos the tags trigger the Google AI as well as the audio in combination with the title. If there are certain type of controversial words that are placed, it might actually lead the whole video and the channel to be on a blacklist, as some people have seen negative monetization when they upload a video. They instantly get limited in regards to demonetization. So if you are able to avoid all the types of categories that I've mentioned in the video before, you can be considered fully advertiser friendly. If you are not interested in being fully advertisement friendly, I would suggest, if you already have a large audience, to work outside of YouTube's potential AdSense program, start a Patreon, maybe start a potential other ways to create a business out of it. So maybe start a merchandising line, check out making an own website, so you have your own website where you provide content that is not appropriate for advertisers on YouTube, but on your own channel you can do it. And if your audience then wants to support you, maybe put it behind the paywall. If you have any questions in regards to the advertisement friendly situation, the adpocalypse, etc., or just want to share your opinion or your experience, share it in the comment section below. If you have any questions, leave them down as well. If your goal is to achieve more from a realistic perspective, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell when I upload a new video. This is Ivan from the Realistic Viewer channel, helping you achieve more.